Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to explore about the organization framework. Please watch the full video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Organizations' designs are known by many names and are constantly evolving in response to changes in the way their work is done. We'll start with the three more common organizational frameworks, that is the simple structure, the bureaucracy and the metric structure. Simple structure. A simple structure in an organization is characterized by low degree of departmentalization, wide spans of control, authority, centralized in a single person, and a little formalization. It is a flat organization. It is usually, we can say, it has 2 or 3 vertical levels, loose body of employees, and one individual decision making authority. Most of the companies start as a simple structure, and many innovative technology based firms with a short lifespans, like cell phones, app development firms, remain compact by design. Now, if you consider the organization chart of a retail store owned by a manager like Rajesh Khera. Rajesh employs 5 full-time salespeople, a cashier, and few of the extra employees. In that, one we can say one is the cashier, one is the can say for delivery person, and so on. On the weekends, he runs the show, he manage on his own. Although this type of organization is typically for the small business, in the times of crisis of the large companies, usually often follow these structures. The strength of the simple structure lies, of course, in its simplicity. It's fast, flexible, inexpensive to operate, accountability is clear. One of the major weaknesses is that it becomes increasingly inadequate as an organization grows from because low formalization and high centralization tend to create information overload at the top. Decision making typically becomes slower as a single executive tries to continue doing it all. This proves the undoing of many small business. If the structure is not changed and made more elaborate, the firm often loses momentum and can eventually fail. Simple structures and uh, structure others weakness is that risky. Everything depends on one person's decision. If he's taking the right decisions, the organization can gain profits, but at the same time it will be in losses if something wrong happens. Second is the bureaucracy. The bureaucracy is characterized by highly routine operating tasks achieved through specialization. Strictly formalized rules and regulation, tasks grouped into units, centralized authority, narrow spans of control, and decision making that follows the chain of command. Bureaucracy incorporates all the strongest degrees of departmentalization as described. Bureaucracy is the dirty word in many people's minds. However, this type of organization does have advantages, primarily the ability to perform standardized activities very efficiently. Putting like specialities together in units results in the economies of scale, minimum duplication of people, equipment, and common language of employees all share. Bureaucracies can be less talented, hence less costly, middle and lower level managers, because rules and regulations substitute for managerial discretion. There is no need for innovative and experienced decision makers because the level of senior executive and innovative employees often do not mesh well with the bureaucracy. For example, hospitals benefit from the standardized work processes and procedures, common bureaucratic structure, because they help employees to perform their jobs efficiently. Nurses and the floor doctors follow formal rules and regulations in caring for the patients. Metric structure. The metric structure combines the functional and the product structures, and we Find it advertising agencies, aerospace firms, R&D laboratories, construction companies, hospitals, government agencies, universities, management consulting firms. All of them use the like metric structure. The companies that use metric structure like include ABB, Boeing, BMW, IBM, P&G, Z Entertainment and TCS. Most obvious structural characteristic of the matrix is that it breaks the unity of command concept. Employees in the matrix have two bosses, their functional managers and the product managers. The academic department of accounting, decision and informative system, marketing and so on are the functional units. Overlaid on them specific programs. Thus, the members of the metric structure have dual chain of command to their functional department and the product groups. A professor of accounting teaching the undergraduate course may be report to the director of undergraduate programs as well as the chairperson of the accounting department. The strength of the matrix is the ability to facilitate coordination when the organization has many complex and interdependent activities. Direct and frequent contacts between the different specialists in the matrix can let information permeate the organization and reach the people who need it more quickly. Thus, the metric structure reduces so-called bureaupathologies. It's the dual lines of authority that limit the people's tendency to protect their territories at the expense of organization goals. A matrix also achieves the economy of scale and facilitates the allocation of specialists by both providing best resources and ensuring that they are efficiently used. The major disadvantage over here is that the metrics lie in confusion. It creates the tendency to foster power struggles and stress it places on the individuals. For the individuals who desire security, absence of ambiguity, the work climate can be stressful. Reporting to more than one person introduces the role of conflict, and unclear expectations introduced to the role of ambiguity. Without the command of unity concept, ambiguity about who reports to whom is significantly increased and often leads to the conflict and power struggles between the functional and the product managers. In the ever-increasing trend towards the flattering structure, many organizations have developing new options with fewer layers of hierarchy and more emphasis on opening of the boundaries of the organization. In this section, we describe the three designs: virtual structure, train structure, and circular structure. Virtual structure. It is a small core organization that outsources major business functions. The virtual structure is highly centralized with little or no departmentalization. These types of structure are open up boundaries between the organizations. Team structure. Team structure in team structure, an organization structure replaces the departments with empowered teams and eliminates most horizontal boundaries and external barriers between the customers and the suppliers. The third one is the circular structure, an organization structure in which executives are at the center, spreading their vision outward in the rings grouped by the function, managers, specialists, and then the workers. Valuable time. I hope this video will be beneficial to you.